Okay, welcome back to part 2 of the routing control side of things. First thing I'm going to show you is this, the default IR profile. Originally when the product was launched, this was here. It's really cool, but it's been improved on. So originally this is what you got. You had a default, which is what we're on now. We could choose to have custom, and if we go to edit custom profile, we could now learn 4 IR codes, which will now flip the sources. So what happens nowadays is an installer will learn, for instance, the red, green, yellow, and blue buttons of a Samsung remote control. And when the customer wants to flip the sources, they just use those buttons and it will do it. Likewise, they could learn the Sky IR, when the Sky remote control with the button that says Sky, they could learn that IR into source 2, and then every time the customer hits that button, it flips the matrix onto source 2. Really good if you're using all the same TVs throughout the property. Another thing we have here is this. If we now press save, this will turn the machine into a machine that will work very easily, very simply with Bang & Olufsen, similar to the way the Atlona product works. This was put in here. The B&O guys requested this from us because they saw all the things that we were doing, and they thought this is fantastic. You know, all this up here, nothing else out in the marketplace was offering that. They then saw the price of our product into comparison, and they said, well, you know, can we have this as well? So to cut a long story short, this feature was put in. Now, when I joined the company, I went round to see those guys, lovely bunch of guys, beautiful shops, and they said to me, look, you know, it's all great, everything's fantastic, but you know, can we get it so that we can have this separated out? Because we'll get the Bang & Olufsen in the lounge, we may get it in the master bedroom or another important room to the end user, but we're not going to get it into the children's rooms and stuff. So I fed that information back, and our engineers thought that was great feedback, and within 3 weeks they made it so that you could pick this per zone, which was a fantastic thing. Now, on my trip to New Zealand this year, I was told by the distributor there, and he was absolutely correct in what he said, and that is that at a lot of installs you don't get the same brand of TV everywhere around the home. So you'd have a couple of Panasonics, maybe a Samsung, a Sony, whatever. And he said, could we make it so that this IR learning feature up here, that we could make it per zone? Because that way the end user experience would be the same whatever room they went into, i.e. they'd pick up a Panasonic remote and they'd press red, green, yellow and blue to switch to sources. Likewise with a Sony remote, to do the same thing. So I fed that back. Again, the guys thought that was superb feedback. So they made it so that you could do that there, and you can now do it per zone. So you have 4 IR codes on a 4x4 that you can learn per zone. With our 8x8 or 8x10, it's 8 IR codes. Okay, that's that one over with. Thank you very much.